students, Miss Slyman here with your last video, for example, for notes 2.1. So write as a power with a prime base. Here's our word prime coming back. So I want to write this as a power. Well, first of all, I could think of 16 as 4 times 4. So that's the power 4 squared, but 4 is not a prime number. So I need to keep going. Instead of 4, 2 times 2. Instead of 4, 2 times 2. And then I have 2 to the 4th power. So now this is my final answer. I've written it with a prime base and as a power. Applying that same rationale, 3 to the 5th has a prime base. 9 is the same as 3 squared. Together, those are the same as 3 to the 7th. I've already learned that 16 is 2 to the 4th. So I'm going to change my 16 as 2 to the 4th, but all of that is squared. So really this is like 16 in parentheses squared over 4 is the same as 2 squared. So over 2 squared. 2 to the 4th squared, 2 to the 8th over 2 squared. That simplifies 2 to the 6th. I subtract my exponents. At this point, if you're feeling good about this, pause your video and try these two. And if not, let's do them together. So 25 raised to the 4th, 125 raised to the negative 3rd. I'm going to move that down. 125 to the negative, oh, I moved it down, not negative anymore. Positive 3. Well, 25 is the same as 5 squared to the 4th. 125, let's go to my calculator. I know that divides by 5. So 125 divided by 5. That leaves 25. I know that that's going to divide by 5 another 2 times. So 125 must be 5 to the 3rd. Let's test it. 5 to the 3rd is 125. So 5 to the 3rd to the 3rd. Up top, I've got 5 to the 8th. In the bottom, I've got 5 to the 9th. I have more 5s in the bottom. When they all cancel out, I'm left with 1 5 in the bottom. Let's test that. So let's look at my original problem, because remember, we always have our calculator. So 25 raised to the 4th power times 125 raised to the negative 3rd power. That gives me 0.2. My math menu turns that into a fraction, and I get 1/5, which is the same as I got over here. Now, you can use your calculator, but it's not always going to give you the answer with the prime exponent, so we need to make sure that we need to know we might still have some more math to do. So if you calculated this one, for example, 16 squared divided by 4, I would get 64, but I'd still have to then figure out my prime factorization. So connecting back to Unit 1. All right, last one, 32. Maybe you saw on your chart, 32 is 2 to the 5th. That would be the chart if you did 2.0. 2 to the m. Well, I know when I have the same base and I have a product, I add the exponents. So 2 to the 5 plus m power. So I've written as a single power with a prime base and all positive exponents.